Oh! Sorry, I'm making a funny video right now, Sarah.
Kick off the holidays with Ernie Berlin's White Christmas at the Fifth Avenue Theater. Music, dancing, and a real snowfall at every performance. Buy tickets now for the whole family. White Christmas at fifthavenue.org.
Developing now, Spirit Airlines, which offers flights in and out of SeaTac International Airport, just canceled nearly 100 flights today and another 81 that were scheduled for tomorrow. The airline says it needs to perform a necessary inspection on 25 planes. All have been removed from service. The type of inspection not specified in the airline, but according to FlightAware.com data, almost all of the cancellations involve Airbus A319 aircraft. Spirit said the action is being taken out of an abundance of caution, but it will take several days for operations to return to normal.
Astronomers have detected a mysterious blast of radio waves that took 8 billion years to reach the Earth.
The fast radio burst, or FRB as it's known, is an intense millisecond-long burst of radio waves with unknown origins. This is one of the most distant and energetic bursts ever observed. It did last less than a millisecond, but according to a study published in the journal Science, it released the equivalent of our sun's energetic emissions over the course of 30 years. Scientists believe these bursts could be used to weigh the universe by measuring the matter between galaxies that remain unaccounted for. I can't even wrap my brain around it.
Yeah, that makes zero sense to me, but I'm sure they know what they're talking
We're
about.
not the ones studying it, that's why.
World News Tonight is next. Remember, you can always find us online at comonews.com and on our social media pages.
We'll see you back here at 6 o'clock.
Stay. Don't even think about it. See, I'm talking to my phone, so not you.
Long before it ever rose, when the water was our highway, we came together here, pulling tribes from the north, the south, and the farthest reaches of the Salish Sea. We carried our songs and our stories to share, as we still do today. Because with every paddle stroke, every joy, every sacred dance, we bring life to the culture that defines us. Our Seattle heritage runs deep. We are Muckleshoot.
We are a staff. For a limited time, get high-performance, ultra-reliable internet plans starting at just $25 a month. And now we have Mobile 2. Experience the #1 rated internet with this special offer. Switch today. Get fast, reliable internet starting at $25 a month, all in for 1
Really?
month. Don't forget to ask about Astound Mobile. We are Astound.
Fuck you.
You know that unwelcome guest everyone wishes you just gave already? That's COVID-19. So I got this season shot designed to keep recent variants. Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can go. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing plus make
Just shut up.
90 days on all 2023 Silverado.
It's okay, Sarah. I'm fine.
1,000 cash allowance on this.
Well, it's not gonna be fine in a minute.
New roads at your local Chevy dealer.
49ers, Vikings, Monday at 5.
Dude, I dare you, stupid ass.
Tonight, breaking news as we come on the air. 2 Americans held hostage by Hamas.
Hamas released the mother and daughter, and the images coming in now. Tonight, here the first image of the mother and daughter from the Chicago area, set free by Hamas, seen in the care of Israeli forces. The Red Cross helping to get them and bring them to the Gaza border. They are back in Israel tonight. New reporting here on what they went through, the horror nearly 2 weeks ago. The mother and her daughter visiting her grandmother for her 85th birthday when the terrorists struck. The last text message to the family. Tonight, they're released now, and we have just learned President Biden has talked with the mother and daughter. Ian Pennell and Mary Bruce with late reporting. They're both standing by tonight. We also have breaking news from Capitol Hill. Jim Jordan out in the battle for Speaker of the House, losing more support with each round. But tonight, who's next? The Republicans unable to come up with a speaker with 2 wars now playing out. And President Biden overnight asking Congress for $100 billion in foreign aid with no one leading the House. Rachel Scott on the Hill. The judge in the U.S. shot and killed, attacked in his own driveway. Tonight, the urgent manhunt at this hour for the suspect, a father. The judge had been presiding over a divorce proceeding, giving the mother custody of the children. Pierre Thomas reporting. The stunning turn tonight for former President Trump in Georgia's election interference case. Tonight, one of Trump's attorneys, the second one in 2 days, now pleading guilty, accused of trying to overturn Georgia's election results, now agreeing to cooperate with prosecutors as well. So what does this mean for Trump? Aaron Katersky tonight. The storm system moving in, heavy rain and strong winds, New York City to Boston, Philadelphia to Washington, D.C. Rob Marciano times this out for the weekend. The search at this hour for a dangerous fugitive who broke free from the van on the way to federal court, kicking out the back window. The airline tonight canceling 100 flights just today, saying the planes needed to be inspected. College football and the team accused of sign stealing, the staffer suspended tonight. At a surprise concert, the Rolling Stones and Lady Gaga. Suddenly in front of the crowd, they were stunned.
Yes.
World headquarters in New York. This is World News Tonight with Tim Hughes.
Good evening, it is great to have you with us here on this Friday night. We do begin tonight with that extraordinary moment late today, the first moment of real hope and relief amid the darkness of these past 2 weeks. 2 Americans, a mother and daughter held hostage by Hamas, have now been released tonight. A mother and daughter from Evanston, Illinois, near Chicago. Judith Renan and her daughter Natalie, who is 17, are now both free tonight. They were in Israel visiting Natalie's grandmother for her 85th birthday when the terrorists broke in. That 17-year-old had texted family about the militants outside, that they were going to try to protect themselves in the safe room, that they could hear the shooting. But the terrorists got in and kidnapped them and took them to Gaza. Now, 14 days later, this image tonight. Just moments after they arrived back in Israel, 17-year-old Natalie there on the left, her 59-year-old mother Judith. In the middle there, that's Israel's chief hostage negotiator. We learned a short time ago President Biden has spoken with the mother and daughter, offering the full support of the U.S. government as they recover now. The president tonight still hoping for the safe return of the other Americans being held, and of course, all of the hostages. Hamas holding more than 200 hostages in all. The American mother and daughter from the Chicago area, this image of them right after Natalie's high school graduation. She's about to celebrate her 18th birthday next week. And this unbelievable thing tonight. They are safe, their family has them back. Now, the hope for all of the other families waiting, praying, and hoping too. ABC's chief foreign correspondent Ian Pennell leading us off from Israel tonight.
Tonight, after 14 days of action in Gaza,
Some road trip.
freed and back in Israel. Hamas releasing this new video showing 59-year-old Judith Renan and her 17-year-old daughter Natalie as they were handed over to the Red Cross in
Quit wearing my video, nigger.
looking shattered and shocked. And Israel releasing this image, taken just moments after they stepped back across the border into freedom. The mother and daughter clutching the hands of Gal Hirsch, the man in the middle, the Israeli Prime Minister's appointed hostage negotiator. They were in Israel visiting Natalie's grandmother to celebrate her 85th birthday at Kibbutz Nahal Oz, just a half mile from the Gaza Strip when the Hamas terror attack unfolded. They apparently tried to lock themselves in a safe room as militants stormed in and abducted them. The last time the family heard from them was right after the attack began. Natalie texting her family back home that she could hear shooting, saying, "We love you all, but we're okay." ABC News learning the Red Cross going to get them inside Gaza,
bringing them to the border with Israel and handing them over to the Israeli military, who took them first to a military base and then to be reunited with the family.
Over the coming hours, we will receive any support and assistance they need. We welcome their release. We share in the relief that their families, friends, and loved ones are feeling.
No word on how many Americans are still being held by Hamas, but the Secretary of State saying at least 10 more Americans remain unaccounted for. The Gulf nation of Qatar was critical to their release, saying in their own statement that the breakthrough came after many days of continuous communication between all the parties involved. And tonight in Evanston, the family's rabbi saying the release of Judith and Natalie is overwhelming.
Be there for them because they've gone through those.
Don't even.
They're like, I need
Bruh.
to be there for them.
It's a major development and a potential breakthrough in the race to get the more than 200 hostages by Hamas, Israelis, Americans, and foreign nationals.
Bitch.
It could potentially be
Cunt.
from the US and other allies.
I'm fine, sir. I'm not getting nothing I need, sir. Enjoy, sir. You're fine.
Claiming in a statement,
I'm just saying I was born out for fun. Nigga.
might be prepared to release all foreign nationals if conditions allowed, but not Israelis. Today, Israel releasing new information about the remaining hostages, saying most are alive and more than 20 of them are children. And tonight, here in Tel Aviv, a haunting Friday night Sabbath dinner for the remaining hostages. 200 empty seats, one for each of those now missing from the family table.
Piss.
Let's
Penis.
bring in Ian Panel with us live tonight from Tel
If I
Aviv.
want a
Ian,
penis.
Of course, that image later today, the first image of the American hostages, mother and daughter,
It's,
and Natalie Renan from Chicago. Can't even imagine the level of relief, the level of joy for them in Chicago tonight, in Israel for them as well. And of course, as we're on the air tonight, we're thinking about all of these families, of the remaining hostages, and it certainly gives them all new hope tonight. I'm sure Ian, urgency too. So what could this mean for this potential ground invasion that Israel has been readying for? I'm sure all of these families still waiting are hoping nothing is done here if there's a chance that their loved ones can get out too.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, David. I think to answer that question, you've got to ask, why did Hamas make this gesture, clearly aimed at America and President Biden? Now, what they've said on the record is that they want an end to the bombing and to swap Israeli soldiers they're holding for their own prisoners in Israel. I think that's an impossible sell. But Israel, as you said, may now be under pressure to hang fire on this expected ground war into Gaza, or at least moderate its plans, because America and all those other countries with people being held tonight will now want more time to get all their hostages home. And tonight was a glimmer of hope that perhaps that might now be possible.
That's okay, sir.
The real hope that the other hostages are still alive. Ian Panel leading us off here tonight. Ian, thank you. As we reported there at the top, President Biden speaking with the American mother and daughter who were released today. So let's get right to our Chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce with us tonight as well. And Mary, what more are we going to learn about the
Bitch. I probably, my phone is spelled man.
Of his administration as they recover from this horrific ordeal. The president today saying he's overjoyed at their release. He has made clear this is his top priority, saying he's been working around the clock on this. And today he also thanks the governments of Israel and Qatar for helping to get them. Now the president is still working to try to get humanitarian aid in Gaza. And the president on the war is finally going to happen. The president finally he believes the first 28 deaths will roll in the next 24 to 48 hours. David.
Mary Bruce at the White House tonight as well.
Nope.
Mary, thank you. The other news here tonight is here in the U.S. The breaking news in the Capitol 17 without a speaker, and we learned today Jim Jordan is now out of the race. Vote
Nope.
for the House needed more support in this round, and then a secret ballot of the Republicans on whether he should remain the nominee.
Nope.
So he
Nope.
with 2 billion.
Fuck no.
President Biden overnight asking Congress for $100 billion in foreign aid,
Poop.
with no one leading.
Ass.
Rachel Scott on the Hill tonight.
Whore.
Jim Jordan forced out of the race.
Nigga.
It all came down to a secret closed-door vote tonight.
Nigga.
Enough is enough. Do you believe that
Oh,
anyone can
funny.
make this Congress? The Republican from Ohio rejected on the House floor today for the third time this week.
25 members of his own party opposing him, up from 20 on Tuesday. Fitzpatrick. Heading into the vote,
Ruff.
pretty much hearing confident.
Whoa.
But even his own supporters
Ruff.
didn't see a path forward. When that secret ballot was called behind closed doors, whether to keep Jordan as their nominee, 112 of his GOP colleagues said it was time to move on.
He's up.
Republicans now back to the drawing board with a lot at stake. The unfolding Israeli war with Hamas. Just last night, President Biden asking for more than $100 billion in foreign aid to defend Israel and to not forget Ukraine. But Congress can't approve the funding without a Speaker of the House.
It's astonishing to me, and
David, Republicans acknowledge tonight this is an embarrassing setback. Several members have now announced they do plan to run for Speaker, including the number 3 Republican in the House, Congressman Tom Emmer, but it's unclear if anyone will be able to unite the Republican Party. David?
Yeah, it's not just the U.S. watching, it's the world watching now with these two conflicts playing out. Rachel Scott tonight, our thanks to you again. The other news is Friday evening, into the U.S. judge shot and killed, targeted in his own driveway. There is an urgent manhunt at this hour in Maryland. The suspect is a father. The judge had presided over a divorce proceeding, giving the mother custody of the children. Here's our Chief Justice correspondent Pierre Thomas tonight.
Tonight, an intensive manhunt underway for the killer who assassinated a Maryland state judge outside of his own home. Police suspect Pedro Argote shot Maryland Circuit Judge Andrew Wilkinson multiple times, just hours after the judge gave his estranged wife sole custody of their 4 children during divorce proceedings.
This was a targeted attack on Judge Wilkinson. Argote is not in custody and is considered armed and dangerous.
Police responding to Wilkinson's home around 8 p.m. Thursday after reports of shots fired, finding the judge still alive in the driveway, but he later died in the hospital.
His wife and son were at home at the time.
The fatal shooting shocking the community. The authorities initially concerned that other judges might be at risk.
We placed officers and troopers at the local judges here in the county at their residence, just as a precaution initially, and they stayed there through the night till this morning.
Investigators later discovered that Judge Wilkinson had presided over a hearing involving Argote and his family. Documents show that just hours before he was killed, the judge ordered no visitation and no contact between Argote and any of the children, and no contact between mother and father unless initiated by the mother. Judge Wilkinson is the 3rd state judge targeted.
I know you guys don't want to see that. I know.
David, in a sign of the times, there have been more than 7,000 reported threats against federal judges in just the last 2 years.
David was an extraordinary number. Pierre Thomas live in Washington. Thanks, Pierre. Now to the stunning turn for former President Trump tonight in Georgia's election interference case. Tonight, one of Trump's attorneys who joined him after losing to Joe Biden, the second attorney now in just 2 days to plead guilty. And the second attorney in 2 days now agreed to cooperate with prosecutors. So what does this mean for Trump? Here's our senior investigative reporter, Aaron Petersky, tonight.
Tonight, a stunning turn for former President Trump in the Georgia election tampering case. Now, a second lawyer who worked to overturn Trump's 2020 law suddenly pleading guilty and agreeing to testify against him.
I've been informed that there is a change of plea.
Kenneth Chesbrough pleading guilty 24 hours after Sidney Powell admitted her role in the sprawling conspiracy.
How do you plead to count 15, conspiracy to commit filing false documents, and indictment number 23 SC 188947?
Chesbrough's been accused of being the architect of the so-called fake elector scheme, hiring the Trump campaign to create a slate of alternate electors who would falsely assert Trump won Georgia, even though he lost to Joe Biden. These images show those alleged fake electors meeting a month after the election at the state capitol. The prosecutors said they followed Chesbrough's instructions to file this false certificate of votes.
I'm cold.
For months, defense attorneys argued Chesbrough did nothing illegal, but if convicted, he could have faced years in prison
I'm so sexy told. That's more hands on them. Got from butt or butt.
Chesbrough will serve probation, pay $5,000 in turnover documents and text messages that incriminate the former president or others. Now, 3 of Trump's 18 co-defendants are cooperating with Georgia prosecutors. Legal experts say any plea deals could be dangerous for Donald Trump.
There's no way this is good for Donald Trump. The only question is going to be how bad is it? And we're going to have to wait to see exactly what we're ready to say before we know the answer to that question.
Chief Legal Analyst Dan Abrams there. Aaron Majerski with us on the desk here tonight. What do we know about these 2 former attorneys now and what they might do to help prosecutors in going after Trump?
Well, neither of the plea deals involves going to prison, so they know things, David, that prosecutors have already deemed to be valuable. They've already given videotaped statements that prosecutors can use to hone their case against Trump and the other co-defendants. We talked to an attorney for the former president who says that ultimately whatever Sidney Powell or Ken Chesbrough says on a witness stand will prove valuable to the former president.
All right, Aaron Majerski, our investigative reporter. Aaron, thanks as always. We do have one more note here tonight involving the former president. The New York judge in Trump's civil fraud trial threatening to imprison Trump if he violates a gag order one more time. Judge Arthur B. Loren fined
Sorry, I got cold.
today over an abusive social media post about a court staffer that
Oh,
the judge
baby.
ordered to be taken down. Trump removed it from Truth Social, but it remained on his campaign website for weeks. Trump's lawyer saying it was inadvertent. The judge saying that even though the campaign is a, quote, large machine, Donald Trump is still responsible for his campaign. We turn next to the storm system moving into the Northeast. It's here at this hour. Heavy rain, strong winds, New York City to Boston, Philadelphia to Washington. Senior meteorologist Ron Marciano tracking this as we head into this week. Hey, Ron.
Hi, James. It's been a wet day, and we're heading to another wet weekend, at least part of it. We've got rain falling on the radar from Michigan all the way to Maine, back through South Carolina, lower to the Great Lakes. That's going to transfer energy to a coastal low to the Delmarva. That will increase the rain tonight along the I-95 corridor. Maybe claps with thunder, pounding on the roadways here. I don't think we'll see flash flooding widespread, but it will be raining heavily in the morning from New York points eastward, and then that load propagates up into the Gulf of Mexico, now Gulf of Maine, late tomorrow night. It's still raining Saturday night in parts of Boston, and a blustery Sunday for sure. The heat continues out west with records breaking there. The heat gets into Texas. It looks like tomorrow in Colorado as well. David?
The rain and the wind hitting him right on the side. Thank you for that. When we come here to Friday night, the search at this hour for a dangerous fugitive who broke free from the van on the way to federal court, kicking out the back window. The airline tonight canceling 100 flights just today, saying the planes needed to be inspected.
My penis.
Surprise in New York City last night, summoning the Rolling Stones and Lady Gaga on the stage together. You'll see it.
Before my doctor and I chose Breztri for my COPD, I had bad days. Flare-ups that could permanently damage my lungs. With Breztri, things changed for me. Breztri gave me better. Starting within 5 minutes, I noticed
What
my lung
you
function
looking at?
improved. It helped improve my symptoms. And Breztri was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. So now, I look forward to more good days.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor for some breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain.
Poop.
Medication, AstraZeneca may be
Poop.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Big giant shit.
A third chick? What if she likes playing golf?
Hey, Sarah.
We're outlawing golf. Wait, can I still play?
Sarah.
We work with Empower. We don't have to worry about planning
Sarah.
for your kid. You can still play golf. Sometimes.
Hey, Sarah.
Your financial future to empower what's next.
Sarah.
Bundle your home or renters with your auto. Progressive provides protection for almost everything you own. But do you really need it? It's from its snatched waste.
Hey, Sarah. I'm just checking on you, Sarah.
Leg making kit. Nothing new. Futuristic coat app. Tell you how many coats are.
How much was like? Hey, Sarah, come here. Are you okay? You okay, Sarah? And I gotta put it back to see. That's my pudding right there. I have from my surgery. See?
He reportedly used parts of the van's headrest to remove his restraints. When we come back here tonight, the airline canceling almost 100 flights to planes need to be inspected. College football, the team accused of stealing signs, and the Rolling Stones and Lady Gaga tonight.
With thyroid eye disease, I hid from the camera, and I wanted to hide from the world. For years, I thought my TED was beyond her.
See that?
But then, I asked my doctor about Tepezza.
Tepezza is the only medicine that treats TED at the source, not just the symptoms. In a clinical study, more than 8 out of 10 patients taking Tepezza had less eye bulging.
Poop.
Cause infusion reactions. Tell your doctor right away. If
The
you experience
fuck?
high blood pressure, fast heartbeat, shortness of breath, and before treatment, tell your doctor if you have diabetes, IBD, or are pregnant or planning to become pregnant. Tepezza may raise blood
Pussy
sugar and may
leg.
cause IBD. Tepezza may cause severe hearing problems, which may
Get laid.
Now, I'm
Get
ready.
laid.
Visit MyTepezza.com to find a TED eye specialist and to see Bridget's before and after photos.
This Motor City has seen a lot. Together, we traverse the uncertain unknown. There's a great soul.
See you guys later.